I'm going to attempt to do is just give you a little background on how this project came together and what we think some of the benefits are. With us tonight is Mike German. He's the CEO of Corning Natural Gas. He's met Russ Miller, Justin Fisher with Mirabito Holdings, and Bill Mirabito is the director of Leatherstocking Gas. You'll probably hear a lot of things about what everybody thinks Leatherstocking is. Okay, so what I'm going to try to do is explain to you what Leatherstocking really is. Leatherstocking is a joint venture between Corning Natural Gas and Mirabito Holdings Inc. It's a 50-50 joint venture so that there's local ownership on one side of the equation. Leatherstocking is not business model is to provide local gas to local residents and consumers and businesses, okay? So we have no interest in transporting the gas out of the area. This local gas is for consumption by local people. That's the model, pure and simple, okay? The project was initiated as we were approached by some local businesses and discussions because of their energy costs, okay? They were having problems in the marketplace because of some of their energy costs. So we approached Mike German of Corning Gas and saw if we could get him interested in a local low-pressure pipeline. And Mike was willing to partner with us to take this project on. Okay, so that's how this thing all started, and that's really what the premise of Leatherstocking is. And now Russ will be able to tell you the specifics about it.
Thanks, Joe. So what we're here for tonight is to get permission to get a municipal franchise. So the way the process typically works is we have to get the okay from the municipality to go into public rights of way, typically roads, to be able to put our facilities in. Our pipe, our 6-inch high-density, low-pressure pipe that's going to operate at below 124 pounds. Doesn't look too intimidating to me. This is the size of the pipe that would probably go into a place like Amphenol. This is the size of the pipe that would go into a residence. In New York State right now, there's around 47,000 miles of distribution pipe. So this is nothing new. It's not a new technology. The plastic has been around for what, Mike, at least 40 years? So everything we put in the ground now in Corning, unless we do a high pressure replacement, is plastic. It's high density plastic. It doesn't corrode. So I'll talk more about that later if I need to. But what we're really asking for from the town is the ability to go under public rights of way. Initially, so we can get to places like Amphenol and Mead, Westvaco, that would be large energy users, large natural gas users. And then as the system is built out, we would start extending our services through lines like this to residential and commercial customers. And the amount of gas they use dictates the size of the pipe that they're going to use, but probably 90% of the pipe in the ground is going to be about this big around when we start connecting residential customers. So I talk about the municipal franchise process. We would have to get permission from the board to go into public rights of way. We still can't do anything. Then what we have to do is we have to identify a source where the gas is going to come from. We have to identify an end user where the gas is going to go to. We have to do the design and construction all on paper, identify the economics, how much it's going to cost to those anchor customers, those Mead, Westvacos, and Amphenols of the world. And then once that's all identified, we go up to the Public Service Commission, and the Public Service Commission will look at your project and say it provides a public benefit. It's something that is good for the economy. It's something that's good for the residents. Then they can tell us, they'll tell us we can build it. They will give us a franchise, certificate of public convenience for the municipal franchise that we wanted to build pipe in. Then they specify and they inspect every single thing we do, every piece of pipe that we put in the ground. They identify how the pipe goes in, They approve our construction practices. They ensure that we do the surveys. We have to walk 1/3 of the system every year to check for leaks. We have to be able to respond to 75% of all leak calls within 30 minutes and 100% of all leak calls within 1 hour if there's a leak on the system. So everything we do is regulated, down to the amount of money we can charge a customer, and also the amount of money we can charge a customer if we want to put a service line into their house. And if they're within 100 feet of where our gas main is, we can't charge them anything. So this is very, what is the word I'm looking for? This is a very simple process. It's a very long process. It has a tremendous amount of checks and balances in it. And the Public Service Commission is there as an advocate for the customer. So I don't know that the Public Service Commission regulates propane or oil companies, do they, Joe? So if you have a problem with your propane or oil dealer, you really don't have much recourse to go after them. With a utility company, you can call up the Public Service Commission and you can say, I got a problem, I'm calling this guy up, he won't give me answers. They send out a complaint. I have to answer that complaint within 24 hours, and if I don't, I get fined. I get fined real dollars. So there are a lot of checks and balances in place. So let me finish my little dissertation on the process. Once we start to build the pipe, we come back to the municipality, and we have to do everything in accordance with their code with regards to how we repair the roads, how we repair sidewalks and streets. They'll bond us or require us to be bonded. And we put the pipe in. And we put the pipe in where they say we can put the pipe in. So they'll say, yeah, there's a water line there, I don't want you there, I want you over here. If there's an issue with the way we repaired something or done something, we're answerable not only to you as a customer, we're answerable to them as a municipal government. So I hear a lot of different rumors. I'm not going to enumerate all of them, but this is a very, very familiar process for most of the people in New York State. Now this map I have represents all the different franchise areas within New York State. In all these colored blocks, probably about 70% of the state of New York have active distribution systems within them. So what we're proposing is nothing new, nothing mysterious, nothing dangerous.
Okay, we're going to have a question